My grandmother wrote poetry that she rarely let other people read. And the words were sweet, though they never did meet with critical acclaim. Oh, but the ones who read it often said, this ought to be published, this ought to be read. She would not agree, and they said it was a shame. Ooh, that the world could continue to turn, unaware and unconcerned. Oh, I never even know it, but she was a poet in her own time. From the time she was a gangly girl, her books took her off to another world of Ivanhoe, Henry David Thoreau, and Edgar Allan Poe. Ah, but in Mississippi, people don't generally read. They just look at pictures in magazines. So it's not a surprise that she kept to herself and spent her time alone. Ooh, and she did pretty well in school. She went to teachers' college too. Oh, but the teachers didn't know it. She was a poet in her own time. Well, she met and she married a railroad man. She didn't do so much writing then, but his work made him travel about. Southern serves the South. Oh, and the Great Depression is swept on in like a cold, unexpected northern wind. He forgot to come home one day, and she was left with 3 kids to raise. Oh, and there was nothing else a woman could do except to draw her paycheck and teach it in school, and the pupils didn't know it. The teacher was a poet in her own time. La 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Crumpled bed, and at night she hears voices in her head, and the family worries in the whispering dark. She's got her religion right. Oh, it's a hardening of the arteries, it's a softening of the mind. And I mean to go and see her, but I cannot seem to find the time. When at the nurse's station at night, they work crossword puzzles by the switchboard light, and the nurses don't know it. Grandma was a poet in her own time. Ooh, the nurses don't know it, but Grandma was a poet in her own time. La 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 la.